Hello there, today we're going to cook cod and chips, beer battered cod in our fryer at home. It's going to be better than anything you've had in a fish and chip shop. So we're going to start with peeling some potatoes with triple cooked chips today. Now don't be scared of triple cooked. Some people go, oh wow, triple cooked. They're not complicated. It just means they're cooked 3 times, obviously, for the name. We've got some Maris Piper potatoes. We're just going to take the skin off. And then cut them into chips. So we're going to boil them first. Then we're going to cook them in the fryer, 130 degrees. And then we're going to crank the fire up for its 3rd cook. And they should come out nice and crispy. For the batter we're using Sussex IPA beer. So it's a beer batter. If you don't drink alcohol, you don't like alcohol, you don't like beer, you can just use soda water, it's absolutely fine. We'll go through that in a minute. So chip size depends on what you want. You can go really thin or you can go a little bit chunkier. I don't want to go too big so they take longer to cook. So potatoes we use in Maris Piper. We use a King Edwards. Most potatoes work ready for chips. And that's it. Just cover with some cold water and crank it up to maximum. Heavily salted water, and then we're going to crack on with the batter while it's going. So like I said, it's going to be a beer batter. So we're going to go soda water. So we don't need a lot, just for 2 bits of cod. So we're going to go 200 ml of soda water. A little bit over there. Doesn't really need to be exact. 200 beer of this, 200 ml of this lovely beer. Lovely. Straight into a mixing bowl. Nice pinch of salt. Now, I couldn't give you a weight on this, basically you've got to just do it by eye. Give it a stir. Self-raising flour. If you haven't got self-raising flour, plain flour does work. Self-raising flour is a bit better. You could just, if you're using plain flour, you could just put a tiny pinch of baking powder in there just to finish it off. So we want this just to coat the spoon and just sort of drop in consistency. So a little as we go. So that's it really, 4 ingredients: beer, soda water, self-raising flour, a little bit of salt. There are other methods, people put corn flour and other bits and bobs in there, but this is your typical batter. Some chefs in the trade actually cheat as well. They want to make it nice and yellow, so they put a pinch of turmeric in there. It can make the batter look a bit weird as well. So that's it really. There you go, there's your batter. So we're looking for just that sort of dropping sort of consistency. So not too thick, but it's going to be stodgy. Like that. So our chips have had about 6-7 minutes on a rapid boil, so they're nice and soft. I'm going to take them off now. I'm going to drain them straight into a colander, and I'm going to let them steam dry in their residual heat. I'm making tartare sauce with mine. You might want to skip this bit and use your own, or use one out of a jar. So I've made this mayonnaise myself. It's a quick mayonnaise. So it's just going to add some flat leaf parsley, some baby cornichons, little gherkins, and some capers. And that is it, and a bit of lemon. And it's literally just going to get all chopped up. I like to keep it nice and rustic. And that's it, that's all it is. Capers, gherkin, parsley, a little bit of lemon. Some people put a little bit of shallot in there as well. And that's it, and some mayonnaise, and mix it all up. Tartare sauce. So while my potatoes are boiling, I just put my fryer on. So I've turned it on, I've stuck it at 130 degrees, and I've just heard it click, so it's ready to go. But we're just going to let those chips steam off a little bit. You're better off using a cook's knife for this, but something a bit bigger. I was a bit lazy, just grab what was there. Lovely. Tiny little squeeze lemon juice. Done. Okay, so now, in the fryer, we're tuned to 130 degrees. If you don't have a fryer, I do recommend you buy one. They are pretty cool things to have in the house. You can use a saucepan and just put a thermometer in it. And we're just gonna put them in. Now they're going to take probably about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm just going to every now and again give them a little shake, not a vigorous shake, just a little shake, to keep them moving on. And we'll see you in 5 minutes. So our chips have had probably about 7 minutes now. So they're looking lovely. So I'm going to lift them up and crank the temperature straight away up to 180 to cook the fish. The fish is going to be the next thing, so we're going to take the whole basket out with the chips. I've got a tray ready to go for that, and now we're going to season up the cod. Got some lovely fresh cod. Some people season the flour. I think seasoning the fish works a bit better. Don't be shy with that. So then we're literally going to go into the flour and then into the batter. The flour helps to coat the batter on the fish, so make sure it's all covered. And then that's going to go in the batter. It is self-raising flour again we're using here. It doesn't really matter, it is literally just to coat the batter to the fish. that. I'll wash my hands. I'm literally just going to take the whole basket out. Set that aside. And then wait about 2 minutes for our fry to come up to temperature. So our fry's come up to temperature now. So I'm just going to literally pinch it from, not the thin end if there is a thin end, drain off the excess, and holding on to it. Just going to give it a little swirl in the water. Obviously, really be careful with your fingers. Right, that's become buoyant, so we can let go of that now. Same with the other one. Right from the tail end, the thinner bit. And then, now it's become buoyant. And that's it. If you don't do that, you just drop it in, it'll just sink to the bottom, stick to your thermocouple, and then it's messy. So we're going to cook them on that side probably for about 3 minutes. So we're going to take the fish out now. It's had about 4 minutes in total. We turned it after about 2. So it's looking nice. Lovely bit of battered cod. So what we're going to do now, got some tongs, and we're literally just going to do a quick switch around. So we're going to take the cod out, drop the chips in, and whilst I was waiting for it, I just put some peas on the stove. You might not like peas, or you might just want to microwave them, it's completely up to you. So they're just going to sit there and rest. Remember, they're still cooking. And I'm just going to go straight in with my chips to make them triple cooked. So there you go. A little bit of seasoning. Nice little lemon garnish. Got a lovely tartar sauce, which is homemade. You won't buy better than this in a jar or a sachet. This is lovely. So these chips, they don't take long at all. You can see them already gaining colour. So they're already cooked. They're blanched on the stove. They're blanched in the fryer. They're still hot. So we're literally just getting a lovely, crispy, golden coat on them, and we are good to go. I'm just going to check the fish. Yeah. Just use these probes, just put the probe into the fattest part. Yeah, we're laughing. 90 degrees, overcooked if anything. This may look complicated, it's not. Once you're in your kitchen, you've got a glass of wine, you've got your music going, very therapeutic, very nice, easy enough. And if you haven't got a fryer, I recommend you get one. Really good bit of equipment. Drain our peas. I don't know if you noticed, but That's actually just one big fillet of fish which I've cut into two, because you don't need a massive bit of fish like you'd have in a fish and chip shop. That is absolutely ample. And as you can see by looking at them, they're lovely, they're golden, they're crispy, so we are going to lift that up, turn off our fry so it doesn't stink the kitchen out too much, and got our bowl that we've re-cleaned. In the bowl, bit of Maldon sea salt, which fish do you want? The big one. There you go. So, Sussex IPA beer battered cod, tartar sauce, triple cooked chips, all cooked at home. And thank you for watching. See you soon.